Howdy everybody. So here we're going to detail how to properly ship your CPS-2 B-board for de-suicide service. And to be clear, the de-suicide service is in fact reprogramming the original encryption key. So if your game board has suicided, send it on in. I can reprogram the original encryption key and get it returned to its native state of battery operation. A couple other options if your game board is suicided. You can also get decrypted ROMs, whether it's pure decrypted code or phoenixed ROMs. Those are certainly also options. Not something I offer, but if your game board is suicided, those are also options. But what we're talking about here is strictly shipping it to me for reprogramming of the encryption key. Now what you see here in front of you is the medium flat rate box from the United States Postal Service. This is going to be your least expensive method for shipping. This only applies within the United States, so if you're shipping it to me from outside of the United States, then you're going to have to send via some international shipping method, and I leave it up to you to find the least expensive method for that, or the best method that suits your needs. So shipping within the United States, medium flat rate box is your least expensive method. It costs $13.45 each way. Doesn't matter where you're shipping from or to in the United States. You could ship it from California to California, it's $13.45. You could ship it from California to Rhode Island. It's $13.45. So either way, good economical option. Sending it in the medium flat rate box does require removing the PCB from its case. If you're uncomfortable with doing that, then I recommend shipping it to me in a large flat rate box. I don't have that shown here. And either one you can pick up at no cost at your local post office. They have them waiting there for you. Go in and pick up a couple, and you can ship the cartridge as you see it sitting here, fully assembled, in a large flat rate box. Cost of $18.75 each way. Again, anywhere to and from in the United States, $18.75 in the large flat rate box. Now either way, you want to make sure you thoroughly package up your contents, cushion it, make sure once it's in the box you have enough contents in there with it that if you shake the box it does not move around in any way, shape, or form. That's going to ensure that it shows up to me in one piece, and I in turn return it to you in with the same contents that you sent it to me, so I ensure that it returns to you in one piece. Now, in order to ship in the medium flat rate box, what you'll need to do is to decase the game PCB. So I won't go into full details on how to open the case. Plenty of tutorials out there on YouTube and the internet on how to do that. But real quickly, you've got 4 screws, security screws, which require a T20 security bit to remove. You've got 1 nut and bolt assembly here. That requires a 9/32 driver. Once you remove all those, then you can pop open the case and extract the PCB. Now, on rare occasions you will find a pin in this location. It will be stamped on the top side with a Capcom C. So the C exactly like you see it in the Capcom there. It will be stamped on the top of this pin. That pin is one contiguous assembly. How they install it, I have no idea, but it does need to be drilled out. You'll drill it out from this side. Again, it's pretty rare you find those, but if you do, you just need to know that it needs to be drilled out. So at any rate, you've removed the security screws, you've either removed the nut bolt and assembly or drilled out the pin here, and you're now ready to open up the case. open your case, you find your PCB in here. Go ahead and remove the PCB fully. Now, if your game board is a two-piece assembly, I don't need this top piece. Take this off. Just one more thing to ensure that no damage occurs in shipping. And when I've completed desuiciding the game board, I can test it and demonstrate it fully operational without that second PCB in place. So take it off if your game board is a two-board set. Sometimes they don't have that second PCB, but if they do, take it off. Keep it with you. Don't send it to me. So you now have your PCB ready for shipment in a medium flat rate box. I recommend first putting it in either an anti-static bag or anti-static bubble wrap. Anti-static bubble wrap is pink. This is not anti-static bubble wrap, but anti-static bubble wrap is pink. I recommend putting the game board in one of those two things as your first layer. Now, I personally have shipped and received plenty of game boards, not in any kind of anti-static protection. Never had a problem once, but again, just a best practice, just a good recommendation. So at any rate, you get your first layer down, bubble wrap the PCB, whether you use an anti-static bag or not. Get a few layers of bubble wrap on here, and then what I recommend doing is filling this up, filling the box up so that when you put the PCB in, you then fill it up some more, whether it's with crushed newspaper, whether it's with packing peanuts, whether you're using some padded envelopes that you've received other things in the mail in. You want to make sure you get the box filled up completely so that once the box is closed, give it a good shake. There's absolutely no movement or play of your PCB in the box. It won't move around. Again, this just eliminates the risk in shipping. So you've packaged it up, you've put it in the box. PCB is bubble wrapped at a minimum, and you've got extra filler in here, whether it's packing peanuts, crushed newspaper, some padded envelopes from other shipments you've received. You get the box full, get everything secure, and then you get it ready to send off to me. Now, contact me when you're ready to send a board in. My username is No Affinity on KLOV forums and on Shoryuken forums. Send me a PM and I will give you further instructions on sending your game board to me for desuicide/resurrection services. So hopefully that was all helpful. I think that gives you everything you need to make sure that your board shows up to me in one piece and I can return it to you in one piece. And again, any other questions, any other clarification, don't hesitate to contact me directly via private message on the KLOV forums or on the Shoryuken forums. Username No Affinity. Thanks for looking, everybody.